Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maximus Black.
How many games is this now?
This is fourth for today, I think, so far.
Fourth game, so we're a little under halfway there then.
Yep.
This is just a long evening.
This has been a long week. There's been a lot of games, but I ain't complaining because I love Starcraft and I love you guys. So we're just gonna keep on rolling here, and we have game 2 between Ivernus starting down here in the south position, and up top we have Zdra. Won the last game and showed some pretty good opening skills. Didn't really get to see a whole lot from Ivernus because he had a game plan. The game plan failed, so we're gonna see this time how good he really is, maybe. And he picked this map, so this is game 2. He lost the first one, so he got to choose this map, and this is the one that he chose. Wow.
How many more times are you gonna say he chose this map in like 6 different ways? There, you want to keep going?
That was aggressive.
That was aggressive. All right, so I'm gonna say that Ivernus picked this map because he has got half a galaxy in between him and Zdra. And so if I don't see a fast expand by Ivernus, I'm going to question the map choice. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he just likes the look of this map if he doesn't fast expand. I have no idea. But I would hope to see a fast expand because he does have so much room, and he can go down there and while Zerg can't really block off or wall off, he can go down and quickly secure that main expansion. I can't even find the words I want to say right now. And creep in between there really easily. Same goes for the Protoss. Protoss can actually wall off, and so if he does do anything like that, I hope he does display some sort of walling off as well. He is blocking with his gateway like he did before in case of any early Zergling harassment, which is very, very good for Protoss. Beauty of those pylons and gateway placements early on. And I am very interested to see if Ivernus tries anything overly eccentric like last time. I don't know if we're going to see a all-in Zergling Nidus Canal like last time, but hopefully we see some weird, wonderful stuff that we don't normally see anyway.
Eccentric.
Eccentric. No, I can't say it because you're frigging me up.
Wow.
Eccentric.
Okay, that was a fancy word, Adam.
It is a $5 word that means interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
So like Adam said, we got this nice blockage here to make sure that nothing can really come in around this side anyhow. One thing that I will say here is both of them, they both found each other. I would like to see a proxy pylon this game, somewhere's around here for the Protoss. If he's going to do some early aggression, he does have his Zealot out now. He is getting another. It looks like he might be walling up here as well. Not a whole lot going on for the Zerg. One thing that I do notice about Ivernus' play is, for one, he's getting that fast ling. A lot of Zerg players do that for obvious reasons.
It's like 99% of all Zerg.
But he likes to get that evolution chamber pretty fast. Me, myself, I usually don't get an evolution chamber for a little while.
Until you plan on actually getting
upgrades or if I need spore crawlers or something. But he gets them pretty quick. And
Roachborn going down.
And a Roachborn now going down as well. Not a whole lot happening. Putting down some creep. Interesting that he's using his energy for creep and not for larva. A lot of Zerg players will do the first initial full energy, will initially put down a creep tumor. I do agree with that because you're going to want to start to creep out towards your natural. But some players don't too. It's one of these things where do you really want to use your larva to get more drones or faster ling, or do you want to do it to get creep? And if you're a good player, if you come up and scout and you see that creep is happening right away, it can tell you that an attack isn't coming for a few extra minutes, and it'll give you an extra minute of timing. And it could also tell you that he is creeping down to his natural. He may be expanding.
Yeah, which I think we're probably going to see happen relatively quickly if he does, like you were just saying, if he does opt for the creep tumor early on, it is going to be a quicker expansion. Pointing out there that proxy pylon, that's going to need to get some vision up there. That's probably going to come if he does a little bit of a push. He'll use that push as his vision. Can be dangerous to do that kind of proxy. Can come in handy, but you don't ever want to make that your be-all, end-all, just getting use of the proxy up in the actual base. If you have to warp in units outside of the base and move them around, that's okay, because, I mean, the distance is not huge compared to walking all the way from your main, so it's not really anything out of the ordinary.
Yep.
I was paying attention to Zdra's production tab as Jeff was talking there for a short period of time, and I was watching the units coming out here, and I'm watching and I'm seeing that we are looking like it's probably going to be about an 8-minute push. When he moves out, it's looking pretty likely here. He does wait.
He's to back up that queen. Doesn't want that. There you go.
There we go. You know, there's one thing I do point out. I want to point out about Zdra's play, and here comes the push right now. You watch it coming down the map. Is that Zdra waits a really long time before he gets his second assimilator. I'm not entirely sure why. I haven't seen enough of his games to, you know, really assess why it is that he does that or what strategy is behind it. But this is a reasonable push, especially with that proxy pylon. And I'll be interested to see. Good job taking out these creep tumors on the way. He might want to continue to do that because you don't want that creep, but he's going to go on by anyway. He may not want to actually go in here.
No, at this point, as soon as I seen that, I would be backing off like he's doing right now. He does not want to go up there, and he is going back up here. I don't. Oh, yeah, he's probably trying to get some vision over here for this pylon. Hopefully, going to warp in some units right now. I don't think it's going to be enough though. He's going to need to warp in a lot more than 4 units. And these roaches can get on this creep. They will have the speed advantage, and they will pick off these units pretty easily. This Overlord going down, now supply blocking Ivernus, which may hurt him a little bit. I would just go around and start picking off Overlords, and I would definitely be running out of the
I'd
space.
be getting the heck out of there right now.
Yeah.
Maybe see if he follows and block off a couple of
nice.
There we
force
go.
field.
All right, very nice.
Take out that Overlord and run.
Like I was saying, maybe could have waited an extra 1 second for about 3 or 4 roach to get trapped down at the other end of that area before he force fielded up. But you know what? It worked. He got his units out. He survived. He got a little bit of damage done, but I think that was a pretty inconsequential attack. And look at this. Another Nidus going up right now for Ivernus.
Okay.
Another Nidus network. Ivernus really favoring the Nidus. And you know what? On this map, definitely a good map to use it on.
All kinds of places where you can
All sorts of places where you can hide it.
There goes that proxy.
And there goes that proxy. But you know what? Huge map. Cover great distance. And if you creep, Zerg can have a really dangerous advantage, I guess you could call it. If you are good with your micro game, it could be a huge thing for him.
One thing that I want to point out is that attack actually was a failure, but it's starting to look like it was a little better than I initially thought, because he did get supply blocked there pretty badly, needing to use about 200 minerals to get more Overlords, and especially that his minerals are low. Another thing that I want to add here is that expansion came up really, really late for a map like this.
Yeah.
And also for that opening that he did when using that creep, what I was talking about earlier, you would think that since he used the creep a little earlier, he would have gotten the expansion a little earlier. I'm not sure what happened there, and also the extractor, still no drones on that second extractor, only extracting gas from one of them. And another thing, it looks like the Nidus Canal is going down. Jeez, this guy, this is actually quite a bit of roach here. He may do some damage, especially if Zdra is outside of his base.
Notice that. Yeah, no, and here they come. This could be.
How did he not notice that?
I have no idea, but this could be another crippling attack.
Oh, you can't see
getting
it.
his probes out of there. He couldn't see it initially, but here comes reinforcements. Random Phoenix in there, just running around. But you know what? I think he's going to be easily able to defend this. He's going to want to get back into that Nidus and get the heck out of there.
Whoa, what are you doing? You're attacking your own.
Whoa!
What the hell? Just
Whoa,
killed his own Phoenix.
Whoa! Nice shooting text.
Wow.
Don't cross the streams.
That's what happens when you APM spam.
That is what happened. Well, or I've done that a million times to my own guys. You're just you're trying to snipe units and you just accidentally end up sniping your own unit right around that same area.
Never good.
Never a good thing to have happen. But you know what? I would like to point out that Zdra doing a good job of expanding. When he did do that push earlier on, that expansion is up, and I believe he should slowly start. Shot my own Phoenix down. Sour about that Phoenix going down.
I said I saw that.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows what that Phoenix could have done in his lifetime.
Could have taken out
Taken out
maybe.
right in his prime, that Phoenix was. But it is gone, and here comes what could be another push with these Roach. I don't know if I agree with this. Roach by themselves, that's not going to do a whole lot.
He needs to back up.
He needs to back
Micro
up.
those can take out a couple. There we go. That was a nice little.
That was all right.
but needs to leave.
Yeah, choose your battles.
Yeah.
That's not your battle.
No.
Get out of there.
Run for it.
Run for it, and you know what? Build up a couple more guys. Gas, another extractor with no drones. Is his other one up yet? Still
Wow.
okay. So he's got 2. He's still running off of 1 extractor. Imagine the damage he could be doing right now with more gas.
All right.
He could have
Adam,
okay.
Adam,
What?
I'm gonna have to tear a strip into this guy for a second.
All right. Okay. All right.
You know what, man? Okay.
All right, okay.
All right. Okay. He's got his extractor.